Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, so my friends, this is going to be once again, the meditate with me. That's the informal. But before we do that, I want to do a little solar weather and ascension energy updates because I had many energy healing sessions today. And then after I had dinner, and then I sat down on my couch and I was like conked out. By the way, you can see my dog behind me. She's right there. I conked out. And the tiredness is it's just very familiar to like a lot of light energy coming in. And so I then was like, okay, what is going on with the solar weather? Because I've not conked out like that in a while. And anyway, so here's the solar weather update. Yesterday afternoon brought in some significant solar activity with two coronal mass ejection CMEs erupting from the sun. The first was large plasma released from the sun's southwest limb. While this CME won't interact directly with Earth, its energetic wake might cause subtle effects, much like a boat hitting another's waves on water. The second CME, however, was absolutely massive. Many who are interested in watching have been sharing satellite images on social media, speculating it might be a gigantic X flare, although we don't grade solar flares erupting from the sun's far side. This one was so large that its impact reached us as an S2 radiation storms. Proton particles bathed the planet throughout the night in UTC time. So this wasn't entirely surprising. Then, when you ask like the guides, like the Council of Light, information, often they talk about how what's happening in the cosmic energies is proton flux energy fields are used to assist with energy shifts and ascension. So you may have noticed like higher energies flowing through last night, today, and then there's like a whole integration process. And yesterday I did wake up with what I thought was, even though it's my birthday, I woke up not feeling 100%. And then I woke up today and I was like, oh, I feel, better today, which now I realize it was probably Ascension flu because sometimes that can happen. Yet it was my birthday yesterday. So I was really just focused on writing intentions and just kind of setting up my year. So I wasn't online as much or like asking for cosmic information, if you will. But today when I fell asleep on the couch, I was like, okay, what is going on here? Yesterday, I felt like I had flu-like symptoms, and then today I'm conking out, but I feel good. And come to find out, we've had this cosmic weather coming in, which now makes sense because we're now integrating and we're upgrading in another level in terms of ascension. All right, so I do sometimes get just questions about ascension or what this means in terms of embodying. So basically, it just by clearing out dense energies, we're allowed to embody more and more of our higher quantum selves, our higher selves, our higher self soul. And so sometimes people say, will I still be me when I connect to my higher self? And the answer is yes, you absolutely. Your personality, in your higher self, you have your human experience and your higher self, your quantum higher self coming in is just really, your authentic light adding in terms of the wisdom and the understanding. But essentially, you have the energy and the human experience that you're having, and then your higher self, your light comes in to shine through. So your higher self holds the light essence of you, and then more and more dense energy when it's being cleared to the human just can then expand, and you can be in more alignment, have then more the connection of the knowingness. Yet it's always in regard to you, and you are multidimensional. So you're having a human experience here, yet you also are then embodying the light of the truth of who you are. So hope that answers your question, because I've received that from a few people. Also, as we navigate these transformative energies, just remember to continue taking care of yourself, nurture. Like, when I kind of felt like, oh, I'm drowsy and I just let myself go to sleep. No judgment on it. Like, whatever my body needs, infinitely intelligent. And so just really prioritize your well-being, clear your energy, use energy tools, ground yourself, practice, meditation, grounding. And then and just let yourself just see what you need, and just remember allowing the light to fill in, allowing you to step into your light, and then embracing the quantum possibilities of all it is. And remember, you are this incredible light. So let yourself shine, my friends, shine. And so with that, we are going to do the mindfulness Reiki meditation. It's going to be 15 minutes. If you did it last night with me, basically it's going to be the same thing. We're going to turn on Reiki. If you wish to receive Reiki, say, yes, I'd like to receive Reiki for my highest good. If you don't, you still can do the meditation. Well, it's the mindfulness part. And this is part of my, what I call like informal practice, where, in the morning, I usually do the meditate with me, the formal set that we do once a month. And then I do later on in the day, I usually do another like 15-minute mindful Reiki meditation. And then at the end at night, I like to really try to do another 15-minute, 20-minute mindful Reiki meditation before I go to bed, to support me in terms of clearing out from the day and also prepare me for bed. So you are coming along with my informal meditation practice of what I do before I go to sleep. So let's get into it. I invite you to find a comfortable position, either laying down or seated. And then when you are ready, I invite you to close your eyes, lower your gaze, and take 3 deep breaths. I was just checking on my dog. She's still sleeping. Close your eyes, lower your gaze, and take 3 deep breaths. Following your breath in, following your breath out. With mindfulness, you can use your breath as your anchor, which basically means you are coming back into presence by utilizing your breath. So, say if you become distracted, where all of a sudden you are thinking about the past or you're thinking about the future and you're in your head thinking, as soon as you notice that you're thinking, you can label it. You can say it twice, like thinking. You can then also label, following my breath in, breathing out, and follow your breath in, follow your breath out. And basically, the labeling system, and by coming back to the focal point of your breath anchors you back into the present moment, because your physical body is always present. And so then by teaching your mental body to come back into presence, it really can support you in all kinds of ways. So you can use your breath as your anchor. You can also use touch point, where you can hold a crystal in your hand or even have your hand on your lap. And as soon as you become distracted, and notice with gentle kindness, love for self, there's no judgment, just come back to feeling the connection of whatever you are touch pointing to. So say if you're holding a crystal, focusing on the weight of the crystal in your hand, or feeling your hand on your knee, if that's where you have it, and really focusing on that connection of that touch point. Sometimes people use touch point in order, because they might be, healing some sort of aspect of trauma or something, and touch point can be a beneficial anchor. So whatever one feels more comfortable for you, whether it's your breath or using touch point. So let yourself decide what your anchor is, and your anchor brings you back into the present. And be kind to yourself as we move through the process. And now I'm going to turn on the timer. I'm going to use my Aura ring, so that way I can get the data. So if you also use an Aura ring, you can also do an unguided 15-minute session. So that way you can get the data. Oftentimes the Aura ring will think that when I'm meditating that I actually am taking a nap, when it's more I'm in deep meditation. And I love getting the results. So let's begin. So, getting comfortable, your eyes are either closed or lowered. You've already taken a couple deep breaths, following your breath in, following your breath out. Now I'm going to turn on Reiki, asking to let go of ego, personal intellect, step aside, become a clear channel, so all the holy fire Reiki energy coming through. Asking that whoever wishes to receive Reiki, let them receive Reiki for the highest good. And then you can say if you want to receive Reiki, yes, I want to receive Reiki for my highest good. If you don't, that's okay. Reiki respects free will. You can still do the meditation. And then taking a moment to set your intentions. And then if your hands were in prayer pose, you can release them. And we're going to begin now. Follow your breath in, follow your breath out, or use touch point. And I'm going to be quiet as we are doing this. All right, gonna start to come back now as you're take a nice deep breath. Bring awareness behind your eyes. Take another deep breath. Checking in to see how you feel. Maybe you feel a bit more grounded, aligned, more at peace, lighter, whatever it is. Just take a moment to give gratitude for you showing up to practice and for having this shift. And then take one more deep breath. And bring awareness behind your eyes. Open your eyes and they're closed. And welcome back, my friends. All right, that's it for now, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Until soon.